Most people don't know the key to personal wealth isn't budgeting harder, it's thinking like a business. Today, we're unpacking the secrets of corporate finance and how they can change your personal finances forever. My name's Anthony Brister, and this is a wealth planning podcast with Brister Law. And today we're talking about what you're getting wrong about personal finances. The truth is, most people stay broke because they treat personal finance as something that's personal. Instead, they should be treating their personal finances like corporations do. I was sitting in a meeting with a client who's a business owner pulling in around $3 million a year. He had a team, a CFO, and every decision was calculated. What's the ROI? What's the break-even point? How much cash do we keep on hand? Later that day, I talked to a different client with the same income bracket, but this one didn't run like a business. His finances were all over the place. He had no forecast, no plan, just a checking account and a credit card with some points. And that day I realized something. Most people manage their finances emotionally. Businesses manages their finances strategically. Before we go further, if you're ready to turn your personal finances into a wealth-building machine, go to bristertaxlaw.com and book a free discovery call. We'll help you think like a CFO and not just a consumer. So, what is corporate finance? Well, corporate finance is the art of growing and protecting your money inside of a business. And it answers questions like, what is the cash flow? How do we get more cash flow? How do we invest in our profits? Should we lease or buy? When do we borrow? And what's the borrow and cost to borrow? And what's the value of our time and capital? The goal is not just to survive, but it's to create cash flow and thrive. Corporate finance is about multiplying, not just maintaining. But here's the problem. Most personal finance advice is about cutting costs and just maintaining, but rich people don't get rich by cutting out Netflix. They get rich by creating systems that build actual wealth. Imagine if Apple ran its business like most people run their checking account. No budget, no investment plan, no idea where the money goes. That doesn't sound like a company that's going to stick around for long, does it? That's a recipe for bankruptcy, actually. Here are the corporate finance tactics that you should steal. The first tactic is to treat yourself like a business. Pay yourself first. Business allocates profits before they pay vendors. You should do the same. So automate your savings, automate your investments, and have a plan where they're going. The tactic number 2 that you should know is to know your profit margins. How much does it actually cost for you to live each month? Know your net personal profit, what's left after bills and all your lifestyle choices, and then optimize it like a CFO would. The third tactic is to use leverage strategically. Businesses borrow to grow, so you should too. Debt isn't evil, but bad debt is. Used right, leverage buys assets that cash flow. Used wrong, debt can be a black hole that's very hard to get out of. The fourth tactic is to forecast your cash flow. So you need to be looking ahead at least 6 to 12 months. What are your income streams? What expenses are coming up? Wealthy people plan and they don't just guess. Let me tell you about a story about one of my clients that made a $500,000 mistake. So I had a client who had never ran personal projections. He made around $300,000 a year, but he had no clue where it all went. After building just a simple wealth forecast together, we found that he could actually be saving around $50,000 more a year without changing his lifestyle. Over a decade, that's $500,000 just sitting on the table. What would you do with an extra $500,000? right? That could be life-changing. So here are the strategies for you to apply today. 1, create a personal balance sheet. So list assets, liabilities, and your total net worth, just like a company's balance sheet does, and then track it monthly and watch it grow. 2, set goals for your money and then track them. What gets measured gets managed. So track your savings rate, your investment returns, and your debt to income ratio. 3rd, think in terms of ROI. Is that $5,000 vacation really worth the opportunity cost of a $5,000 investment that could grow to $10,000? Learn to think in return on life, not just return on fun. If you take nothing else from this episode, take this. Start managing your life like a business, not with spreadsheets and stress, but with strategy and vision. Wealth isn't just about making more, it's about managing better. You don't need to be a CEO to think like one. You just need to stop winging it with your money. If today's episode helped you shift your mindset, share with someone who needs it. And if you want to work with someone who helps businesses, business owners, and high income earners bridge the gap between business and personal wealth, book a discovery call at bristerlaw.com. Let's build a financial system that works as hard as you do. And if you enjoyed this episode, stick around for the next one.